Alright, let's get the stream going. It should be okay in about 5, 4, 3. Yeah, there we go. Excellent connection. All is well. Alright, welcome back everyone to Oxygen Not Included. We're going through cycle 25 and let's try to hit cycle, I don't know, 40 or 50 at least. I'm not sure if I have time to go all the way, but I'm pretty sure these next few cycles will be crucial for us to set up the mid-game properly. Just turn it on to let everything run and fall into place. So once the tapidizer has worked on the water, we still have to filter this into another tank. Um, or are we able to just actually put it through the water sieve, right? Which of course in turn produces polluted dirt. What can I do with polluted dirt again? I can, I guess, heat it up to make it molten glass. Ooh, interesting. To steam and is there any other way for me to clean this? Hmm. Wait, is there no way for me to use unprocessed biological waste? So what can I do with it? These are applications. Okay, so these things can consume them. Produced by the water sieve. Produced by, okay. Fine. I don't care about the produced by. How do I get rid of it? Applications. Okay, transitions from, transitions to. It almost seems like I don't have a way to quite get rid of it. Uh, it's compostable. Okay, so no worries. Let's just pop this there first and sort this out. So I could put it in this, right? Reduces polluted dirt, rotting foods, and discard it into dirt. But why doesn't the compost show up here? You see that? The compost is not listed as part of the tool that I can use to dispose of polluted dirt. So is that a mistake from Clay? See that? So it doesn't tell me what I can do with it. Okay, that's fine. What if I go to research and what if I go to polluted dirt here? So what happens is we have again, the compost and the water sieve. So, mm, so these things produce polluted water. These things produce polluted dirt. So if you're going to be producing more polluted water, that's fine, that's dealable. But if I use a sieve, I get more polluted dirt. So I need to be able to till them. Like I need to use a lot of compost, I guess, to deal with this polluted dirt. Well, in that case, I'll just have to get more of these, right? I just have to get more of these. And so I have to make sure the polluted dirt doesn't leave this area as much as possible. Um, and that way I also need to make sure they wash their hands when they go in and out of dealing with this place. Ooh, okay. So, mm, how do I make sure of that? I can block off one side. Like I can block off this side once this structure is built. So they only go in from the west side, perhaps. Um, I can move the empty around. I can do stuff like that. Um, yeah. Yeah, I can deconstruct this. I can do that. But I need to make sure that they have a way to clean themselves up. So I think the sanitizer is a lot more important. How much of bleach stone do I have? Let's see. Bleach. I have 50 kilos of bleach stone. And I have not built these. So I'm not gonna waste the chance there. I'm gonna instead just put the bleach stone, what do you call the hand sanitizer maybe here, right? And that will allow me to ensure that they keep their hands as clean as plausible as they come through this. So let's deconstruct. Do we need them to go down here? Right now, yes, but maybe later, no. Let's just deconstruct this anyway. I don't think it's in the right orientation. And what we need to do is start to get more of these tiles, more mesh tiles, and let's just make more mesh tiles along this area so we can work on more things there. Yeah. What do mesh tiles need, by the way? Damn, copper, huh? It's bloody expensive. If I could, I would just use regular tiles. So yeah, let's just maintain these with regular tiles. I think just this machine needs the mesh tiles, and the rest of it doesn't really. Let's get some ladders in between here so they can hop around. Sort all of these bits out. Then sweep this. Okay, so then while all this is happening, we need to pump the liquid that goes in here back up to the sieve to refine it, right? So there's an in and out. I can rotate it. Doesn't really matter. Um, and if we can use this water just for the plants at least, I think everything else should be okay. The thing is, does the water produce clean, like 100% clean water? Not necessarily, right? Not necessarily. So it could still be producing some dirty water. Eh, a little bit worrying, not gonna lie. Uh, okay, no worries. Let's just put it there first. And let's plan out the plumbing. So we need a pump, but we need gold amalgam for it to make sure it's heat resistant to sit next to this thing. And then the radiant allows the temperature exchange. Ooh, damn, refined. Insulated with minimal change in temperature. That would damage this machine. That would damage the machine. The alternative is the thermo aqua tuner to cool the liquid. But the amount of power it requires is insane. That's insane amount of power requirement. That's way too much. Like the water, the sieve, let's see, where is it? Refinement. You need 120 watts. You're very easy to run. You're not a problem at all. But the thing is, you need to be built out of construction that can handle the heat. So at least we can dissipate it from the machine. Tricky. I have to build you out of gold amalgam. That's the only safe way. And that also means we gotta use insulated pipes to allow this to happen. So can you like automatically handle a higher temperature? Huh. 15 overheat? How much of temperature can you handle? It doesn't really say, huh? I just know it's insulated. Okay, no worries. Once we get the pump and everything else going, we can start to work on this a little better. But we have to get rid of this and shut this door off, so that this can do its thing properly. Also, I don't feel comfortable keeping this place open anymore, so I'm gonna just cancel that and switch to a slightly better. I'm just gonna shut this off actually. Do I even need a door here? I think I'm just gonna go for a manual airlock there, shut it off. And I'm gonna also deconstruct this, switch it to a manual airlock to make it a bit easier. Research is going well. I think we should be okay in that sense. Don't think there's much else going on there. Let's see. What did we get? Furniture, espresso machine. Ooh, really cool. What do you need though? You need a pincha pepper nut. Don't think we have those. Do we? Pepper. No, we don't. Okay, cool. I'm guessing the spice grinder also needs something of that sort. When's the next sprint? 2.6 cycles, so that's gonna take a while. How's our scheduling going? You're the night owl, everyone else is not. And let's see, priority wise. Oh, okay, we gotta do this. So let's get you up. Nope. So what are you actually? She's handling mainly husbandry. Okay. So mainly ranching. So farming is fine for you. Supplying and storage. You're really good at a bunch of things. So let's just do as many of it as you can. Yeah. The rest of my dupes are pretty set, right? No new skills and stuff. Yeah, I think I'm seeing it correctly. So we should be okay. You have your time sorted. You have 2 breaks. Okay, so you're okay. You basically sleep through the day, have your shower, and then work through the night. That works fine for me. In terms of consumables, calories is not really a problem. Um, how do I see my colony cycle? There we go. So now we are basically using like 700 more kilocalories than what we can than what we produce. So that's gonna take like I don't know, like 100 cycles before we run out. So we should be more than okay. We're doing absolutely fine in terms of food and whatnot. Let's also check the stress. We are removing quite a bit of stress, so stress is not really a problem, as you can see here. We also have added a lot of germs, but no one is sick as of this point. There's a skill increase, some errands, critters, whatnot. Oxygen generation. Okay, this is the important one. We are losing actually a large amount of oxygen. I gotta be careful with that. So let's see. What skills? Nothing to add here. Let's see the oxygen. Ooh, that is horrible looking. Okay, so another thing is this area is going to be producing carbon dioxide and polluted water, which means we can actually farm oxygen from this, or we can pump the carbon into this area and then convert it to oxygen and then pump it back out. The only issue is that the carbon dioxide here is going to be dirty, like it's going to be polluted, and we need to put it through something to keep it clean. I just don't know what that's going to look like at this point. As you can see, there's also a lot of oxygen here, and we need to pump it out when we can. But this place itself can actually produce a lot more oxygen. Diffuser. You use 550 algae, you use 30. You also use water though. So your weakness is that you use 300 grams of water. So it's about 330 grams, so it's water and algae. So the diffuser is just better. It says inefficient. Um, so you're inefficient because you use a lot of algae. Okay. But how much of algae do we actually have? Uh, let's maybe put another one there. I think that's a good spot. Let's check how much algae we have. Because if we're doing good on algae, I don't mind. Oh, dude, we have 21 tons of algae. Oh, we could pump oxygen all day. Okay, okay, then let's just priority 7 this and this. Let's keep these as high priority as we can. Let's go through these, and then this whole thing has to be done ASAP. Um, leading up here to this section first, yeah, then everything else. What else would we do down here? Any priorities? I don't think so. I think these are like slightly lower priorities. We can just make them 6s. That's fine. We need the copper here. And we need the tiles. Okay, okay. I think we're okay. Let's just keep going. Let's mop these up. Yeah, able to mop these, which just makes me happy. That way we can start to expand this area a bit, create like a working area. We don't have those. Stick through that. Another level there and there. Very nice. Cool. And oh, this is a bit short, no? Yeah, it's a bit short. Yeah, there we go. That should do it. We can actually reach this place and find out what this biobot is supposed to be. What is a biobot? Oh, there we go. Reboot an amphibious collaborative project. It could save duplicate lives. What? Advanced mechatronics are both undiscovered. Okay, so we do need to get this dude figured out soon, huh? Okay, if that's the case, then let's expand our effort to reach this thing. And let's see, how do we do this? Restore building? Is that restore its functionality? It contains 2 spore kit seeds and carefully penned note. What? Oh, here? Anonymous admirer, I am a subatomic particle smaller than a speck of dust. Flushed from your grave at the eye wash station, my love is like plutonium, gray and dulled and unbearably heavy until I am near you with every breath. I burn with yearning unseen. I made Steve let me in so I could leave you this. Hope that's okay. It's a note from an admirer. What's this, from a previous colony thing? Okay, don't see how that's very helpful. What is this thing emitting? Is it producing oxygen? Some weird psionic thing going on there. Okay, kind of creepy. What else? What else can we do? So we've already inspected that. Inspect this. I look around and recover an old file. Wait, how are we doing this? We're not even there. I've been unable to shake the notion of the bow. The thought of its mechanics are too intriguing, and I can only mark, dream of the mark such I can only dream of the mark such a device would make upon the world. Imagine a source of inexhaustible energy. So many of humanity's problems could be solved with the one invention: domestic energy, environmental pollution, the fuel wars. A source of inexhaustible energy? Huh. Okay, that's very interesting. So we need to restore this building. Advanced medical care skill. Okay, we can do that. We can do that. So do we have a doctor? Actually, no, we ditched the doctor, didn't we? Oh shit, man, we ditched the doctor, so we gotta get a doctor. That's our next priority. Advanced medical care, huh? Automation, sure, sure. Furniture, arcade cabinet. 1.2 kilowatts, god damn, that's a lot of. Virtual planetarium. Interstellar research to unlock new technologies. Consumes data from the research modules. Assigned duplicates must possess the astronomy skill. Okay, right. We're far off from those. We are going down the research pipeline at this point, and we're just trying to reach, getting past projectiles to reach this area. I think pretty much done most of the basic stuff. So let's actually see what else we need to complete here. I think we need to get the ore scrubber. We don't really need the desalinator, but the ore scrubber seems useful. The storage for liquids, maybe not so. The storage for gas, though, I think it's useful. If we could get some, if we could port some, what do you call this, chlorine gas, I think that will be super useful. So right now we're not able to port any gas, right? Yeah. So not able to port gas. Do we need the temperature modulation? I think we do. Yeah, I think we do. This is another thing we can actually start doing research on. And ranching, animal control, gourmet meal, Brackeen flow, mini gas pump, mini liquid. Yeah, maybe some of these stuff need like plastics and all of that, so we got to dig a lot deeper to actually get them working. Large power transformer and all that sounds cool, but we don't quite need it yet. The natural gas gen is actually not as powerful as we initially wanted it to be. It's only 800 watts. So we could use a transformer and transform the powers to combine them to higher wattage for machinery that requires higher wattage. We could do that. They've already started dumping polluted water through the liquid vents. This place is going to start filling up, which means you guys are going to get super dirty. Hey. So the only way to reduce that would be to remove this ladder. Deconstruct this so they can only use one ladder in and out. Get a mesh tile there. And start working on the bottle emptier here. And the hand sanitizer there. Wait, what? Why can't I build it? Oh, because the ladder is blocking. Okay, so once the ladder is gone, we can build it there. That should work. We gotta manage CO2. We gotta manage a lot of things there. That place needs... I mean, we could have built a bigger one, I think. Maybe even take up this spot here. It's not too late. I feel like this thing's just not gonna do much. And we can flow the polluted oxygen in there. We can access the other geyser. This may be something we should do. But maybe later. We can delete this later and just expand this area up here. Just to have maybe algae terrariums. Produce more oxygen that way. Let's just get more terrariums here. Another 4 maybe. Don't overdo it. This diffuser is not being built. Awaiting copper. Okay, cool. We have a lot of copper here, guys. Let's go for it. Let's see. That's 20. Okay. There we go. They're going for this one. Very nice. That water is gonna just pop open. Hope it doesn't flood the place too much. Oh, that's fantastic. We can deal with that. Let's mop it up. Come on. You can do this. No, you're not. Okay, how's our oxygen production? Not so bad. There's more oxygen here right now. That's something that I want to just get out of this place. And so this thing needs to work. Okay, breathable gas, oxygen, and that's all. Just filter the oxygen. And is there polluted oxygen here? There is polluted oxygen. Is the deodorizer doing its job? It's awaiting delivery. Okay, so let's make these a higher priority. There's long commutes going on because there's no way to bypass this area for now. But once we get the ladder through here, I think we can do this. So let's actually open this place up if we have to. Does it require some sacrifice here to do this? Maybe. So what happens if we open this chlorine gas? The bomb lilies will just die, right? I don't think we have a way of saving them. We get some mirth leaves. I think we just gotta open this pocket. We can't help it. We gotta just open this pocket. I don't see a way around this. Like these areas, we can keep them going for a bit. Even these areas, we have a lot more of these pockets here as well. Yeah. It's fine. We can manage it. We can do this. We are not pros at all, but we can do this. Dude, what the hell? Okay, let's kill that. So y'all are not growing anymore, which means that I don't need to be bothered with this area. I'm just gonna open it up, start working on the ranch. And I gotta pump this polluted oxygen into this area. So while it's still sealed off, while it's still nice and sealed here, I think I'm just gonna wall off this floor and get the polluted oxygen somehow managed in this thing. Okay, how do I deal with you? Chlorine is the best solution. I need to get chlorine. It's a germ-killing element in gaseous state, and I need to get that. There's some here as well, and it's right below the natural gas. I think because of the two states, they separate. Um, yeah, and even these constructions, they need to be. Wait, do they need to be insulated? I actually don't think they need to be insulated. Um, yeah, I actually don't think they need to be insulated, but I do need to pump these out. Um, without getting it mixed in here. Otherwise, I'll be pumping back chlorine into this area. Right. Okay, I think then the best way to do that would be just to create another pump here, right? To just make sure I can get some chlorine and pump it in here as well. Or should I do it twice? I just do double filters, right? I use the same pump. I just double filter it, and that could also work. So that way I just move this pump a little lower here so I can get both gases. And then I just gotta double pump this. Yeah, okay, I can do that. Yeah, I can do that. So, uh, well, in that case, let's get the gas pump. Shortest path. Is it though? Okay, let's plan it first. Let's do a gas pump here for now. No, we need to double filter first. So let's see. So you filter into you. So input goes in there. And then, oh, okay, I see. So this way, this way. Does it matter? I try to get it in there and then out this way. Or I do it this way instead, which is vertical filters. Yeah. And then out into out again. Yeah, that should work logically. All right, let's see if I'm getting this right. So you need to go out here at the end. No, wait, not here. You need to go here. Yes, correct. But before you do that, this one needs to pump out. I see. Okay. Okay. There's also chlorine here. That's another thing I gotta be careful of as I'm opening up this pocket. How do I prevent it from going there? Unless I don't reach this upper area, I just go down here and then reach the top. I could do that. Don't bother with this first. Am I gonna open this up anyway? Am I? There's hydrogen gas there. A lot of it too. What if there's a hydrogen gas generator? Yeah, I need to open this pocket, but to do that, I gotta be careful. Okay. Insulated, is this? Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, it's insulated. Okay. Alright, then let's do the pump first. Gas pump. Gold amalgam. That's fine. We'll do it there. So you pump both gases. You go into this filter. That filter goes into this filter. And that one takes out the double gases. Okay. And then door-wise, you're gonna get a mechanized airlock right there. Oh, that wiring is kind of nasty, huh? I could probably line these up to get the wiring in order. Wiring or this, which is more important? They both require copper? No, the wiring is more important. The wiring requires copper, the other one does not. So let's keep the wiring in order so that we can save on the power. Right. Let's just do it that way, that's fine. It's a little bit different. Just want to build this up first. Gas pump. Yeah, insulated goes in here. This one can handle heat, no? Vent. Gas pump, gold amalgam. Now you can handle heat. Wiring, okay, connect together. Gas filter. Okay, so you come out and then you go into the next filter, which is going to be here. I can even rotate this one. Like that, like so. Okay. So now let's go to vents, let's go to insulated gas pipe. So you go in from here to here, you go out to here, and then you go from here to here. Right, and then the two of you just gotta dump it out right there into a gas vent. Right, so now we can do a double filter, but I need to get no, I actually need to filter this out still separately. Oh, okay, so I don't need to do that. Gas filter? No, wait, vent. Okay, so these two are not connected, right? Okay. Okay, I see. I made a mistake. Alright, okay. So you actually will be able to get me the chlorine. And you can get me the natural gas. Right. So if you get me the chlorine, I can actually just do this. Man, I am spending a bit of time trying to figure out this filtering thing, but the moment I do, it's just gonna make things a bit easier first, I guess. So let's just do it patiently and try to get this right the first time. We don't have to overthink it later. Okay, so we get the chlorine out, and then we get the natural gas out, and then the last one just pumps air. Right, the last one just pumps out air, and that's it. Yeah. So once this goes in, we get chlorine out here. We gotta get a bridge there and then dump the chlorine there. Right, so we get not a gas filter, a gas bridge. In, out, okay, cool. And then over here, Um, you gotta just go from here to across. Right. So another gas bridge. We can't. Okay, fine. Mm, okay, so then in that case, we know you gotta connect from there to there. So you go around this then. Okay, that works. And then you go here. You can go straight to here. Don't need D spot. And then this one just dumps out gas. Say there. Say there. Yep, let's do that. Alright, you're gonna get your wiring as well. All these wires gotta be connected. I think this one machine should be able to, this one natural gas generator should be able to power all of them. The only thing is the first time we gotta get some power to it, some power supply going there. So it's either we generate it with a manual gen just to get it kickstarted, or we put a single coal gen in here because it's just gonna be carbon dioxide in there, so that's fine. Doesn't really harm us in any way. So we could get a single coal gen or just a manual gen up out here to get the whole thing to start it, right? And that should help with the whole process. Yeah, this is a separate circuit altogether. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't say the potential load until everything's connected, but looking at it, it's gonna be like totally something that you can handle, I think. Actually, this is the one I'm worried about, the tapidizer. That's gonna be super hot. So if anything, the tapidizer is the only thing that's gonna consume a lot of power. All right, these are fine. We gotta have a new dupe. Let's see what we get. Damn, we got Arnold Schwarzenegger here. Let's see. Frankie, his name. Decreased athletics? What? So this is like your typical what do you call this? Strongman, where they they're shit for athletics, but their strength is just insane. It's like the barbarian. Actually, no, barbarian's got good athletics. So this is just your typical strongman. It's like a weightlifter kind of build. Decreased air consumption rate. Damn, this guy's got good lungs, huh? And increased food morale. So you just suck at running, but you're very strong. You know, I really like fast dupes, and you having the inability to do that kind of puts me off. Although I do need people to tidy stuff up. The shinebug eggs are kind of tempting. I don't mind more shinebugs. They give free light. They're nice to look at. They keep my plants going. I used to have a shinebug farm in like the farm. You know, I used to do that. That was like fun stuff. You can just put a bunch of shinebugs in there, release them, and everything grows according to plan. That's kind of nice. So do I need him? Let's see. How many people do I have in tidying? 1. So having him might be useful anyway. What shall we name him? It's a slow one. Let's see. Who's a good strongman? The Mountain, or what's the British guy? Damn, I can't remember his name. It's been so long since I used to watch Strongman. British Strongman. Yeah, what's this guy's name? The Beast? Yeah, let's call him Beast. Let's call him Beast. That will make sense. Yeah. Eddie Hall, right, that's his name. We can call him Eddie. I don't mind Eddie. Eddie's a nice name. Alright, let's go for Eddie. Do we have any other Eddies, actually? Skills. We don't have another Eddie, so you're the only one. Okay, cool. Tidying and supplying. My man, you should be good doing both. I think tidying is right now a bigger issue. Supplying is sort of a natural thing. You're not very fast. So let's just do tidying. You have a good carrying capacity due to your strength, so you should be okay with this. And let's go to your priorities. Up. Get these. Oop, my bad. Let's get these going up and up. Nice, let's go. Alright, awesome. Hope you guys are doing good. It is another I would say Tuesday, right? Yeah, it's Tuesday. It's like the most midday of the week. Everyone knows Wednesdays are not mid at all, actually, even though they come in the middle of the week. And I think it's because of Fridays. You know, Fridays just make you feel better knowing they're as far away as possible from Mondays, and tomorrow is a Saturday. I think that's sometimes a better feeling than Saturday itself. You know what I mean? Like just knowing that Saturday is coming, the anticipation. It's like a movie trailer compared to a movie, you know? Movie trailers sometimes are better than movies themselves because the hype, just knowing that the movie's gonna be great, even though the movie is shit in the end. I think that's a bit of an interesting feeling. Let's see, do we have power going? Okay, we don't have power for you yet. I would rather just have the power going from here. Or do I want to just pull it down this way? This saves copper. Yeah, I think that does that. I can deconstruct these. I don't need them. Get the copper back. Jet suit dock. Jet suit checkpoint. Very cool stuff for rocketry. Let's see. Let's just start working on animal control, gourmet meal preps. Actually, I don't think we have. We can do that, right? We don't have fuel. So let's just get animal control going. And our ranchers can start doing work if you're going to sack this for the ranch. Let's see. Yeah, so we need to sack this for the ranch anyway. Do I need a manual airlock there? I don't know. Anyway, we got a priority 8. This. Seal it off first before anything else. Um, then we should be okay. Now, how big can the ranch be stable? 96. Okay, so um 96 is like this. Right? So it's like 2 floors of 3 tiles. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So 2 floors of 3 tiles. So let's see. Mm-hmm. 7. 7. Okay. Okay. That'll make a ranch. Yeah. And then there's gonna be a hydrogen ranch because we wanna grow the wool on those critters. So yeah, I guess it's gotta be this way. Yeah, we are gonna get rid of the park. Okay, it's kind of scary. Let's get rid of the park and open this up. It's a bit of slime lung. I'm kind of worried about that. Try to avoid it if we can. I don't think trying to clear this up helps in any way. Could we at least get these gold amalgams? Would that be safe? I don't know. Maybe just these. Right. Just get the gold amalgam. And then seal that off later. Wouldn't be the worst. Ah, there we go. We got a. Oh yeah, we don't have the. Can we go bomb lily? No, it's chlorine only. Okay. We wanted to grow the mirth leaf, right? That would be very nice. No, wait. Where's the? I thought there was another one here. There we go. That's a nice sound, huh? Damn, that's a nice music. I didn't know that it does that. Okay, that's hilarious. All right, let's get the mirth root. And it can grow in anything, and it works pretty nice, right? It doesn't output anything. Wait, it decreases decor? But it elevates stress and improves morale. Eh, I don't know how I feel about that. Anyway, I'm sure there's something that's nice that we could plant in here that will serve us better. You don't want them sneezing while they take a shit. That'll be hilarious. Um, yeah, if we can find dust caps, we can actually start growing them here. We can actually make a dust cap farm in this place. That would also be kind of cool. Because the thing about dust caps is they're just hungry for CO2 and that's it, right? Um, yeah, they literally just need darkness, CO2, and that's this area is like perfect for it right now, like lighting wise. Look at that. It's pitch black in there. We could totally get a farm going. Right. They also consume slime, which is something that we can easily get our hands on. We do need to refine more slime and stuff. Yeah, something we need to. Wait, what the hell? Meteor blaster. Oh, it shoots meteors. Wow. Okay, I've never made it to the surface in this game, so that will be interesting when we get there. Okay, buddy, come on, you can do this. This is a high priority task, right? No, it's not. Come on, let's get in there. I want to know what this robot thing does. Speaking of which, we need the skill for it, don't we? Who got skills? You got... Oh, nice. Demolition. Damn, she can throw dynamites now. And you are farming. You... You're my Steve Irwin, Crocodile Hunter. I'm sure none of you kids got that reference, but some of you did, and I will rely on some of you to understand what the hell I'm saying. So this is Steve Irwin. He's definitely going to go for critter ranching. Do I want to work on the agriculture though? Wait, so if he doesn't have critter ranching, would he be able to wrangle without critter ranching? Is wrangling a ranch only skill? I don't think so, right? There's one there. Oh, this what? Yo, my man's stuck in the wall? Okay, that's hilarious, by the way. That is hilarious. Any more? No? Okay, there's one there. When we get to it, we'll wrangle it. Let's just mark these for wrangling, so that when we get there, it just wrangles. Alright, so what about this one in the wall? What is in the wall? A hatch. Can he get it out of the wall? Oh man, you are... where the bristle blossom... They tend to thrive in areas where the bristle blossom the berry produces emits a rare chemical while decaying that the briar is capable of absorbing to supplement its own pheromone production. Is this a... Does it actually work? The symbiotic plants? Right. Exude pheromones, causing critters to view them as especially beautiful. You what? Interesting. So they form a relationship with the bristle blossom. And you don't need water? I mean, neither do these. Additional, okay, so this doesn't have additional domestic growth, I guess. Right. I want to just plant one of these in here just to see how it works. Because I'm super curious. Where should I put it? Probably in the center between like two of these to benefit the most, right? So maybe here, right here, dead center under this light. So let's uproot you, and I want to see what happens if I put a bluff Briar in there. So let's do a priority 9 uproot. Do you do that? Oh yeah, you're doing it. Nice. Now I can grow the bluff Briar. No? Hmm. Okay, so maybe it's because it doesn't allow me to grow it in the irrigation area. So if that's the case, what if I build a hanging pot and grow it there? Would that work? How close does it have to be? Man, I have so many questions about this. I'm just gonna put it there, right? I should have make like a pot here instead, but then it wouldn't have the space to develop, would it? Hmm. Hmm. All right, what we'll do is we'll just try it out with like a regular pot and see that. So it should fit the rear on top of it. And that way we can try it and see what happens. They've added so many stuff into this game. Finally, something's happening here. They've added so many stuff into this game that it's hard to keep track, man. Like these guys, these devs have been going at it for quite a number of years, and they really kept pumping update after update. Like they didn't hold back, and I love that. Like they really worked hard to keep this game going. And they sell DLCs as well, but like so much has already gotten even without the DLC that I can only imagine how crazy the DLC must be. So again, you're useful for the blossom seeds, right? 10 seeds available. Mirth, do you also improve decor? Ambient decor. It says it does. Oh, but I can't plant a mirth in a farm tile because it's not a. Oh, I see what it is. Okay, I get it. I get it. Okay, fine. Well, in that case, then mayhaps I should just get rid of you. Replace you with a regular tile. Can I do that? And deconstruct. Priority 9, deconstruct that. And not food. Furniture. Can I hang these somewhere here? No. Wall pot. No, that's not gonna work, is it? Doesn't seem like we have the space to plant something in the bathroom. So if anything, I just gotta put like a wall decor at the back of it. Oh, that's fine. At least it works inside here. So if I want to, I can just have more of them. Yeah, that'll do. Let me get a mirth in there maybe. I don't know. Put one of these. Are they still growing in the little bit of chlorine that's escaping? I guess so, huh? Okay, they're working on this. They're really working on that. Cool. Almost. Let's get this sealed up. Don't want anything happening there. That would be ugly. Someone will build my flower pot, right? Yes, thank you. That was super fast. Super helpful. So again, it said the bluff briar benefits the bristle blossom, right? Seed, bluff briar, closely related plant. They tend to thrive in areas where the bristle blossom and berry produces them. It's a rare chemical while decaying that the briar is capable of absorbing and supplements own pheromone production. It says that, but it doesn't explicitly show anything. So let's see whether it shows it when I'm actually got it all set up. How's the germs? Ooh, that's nasty there. That's really nasty. Are these dupes washing their hands? Okay, we got oxygen escaping into this area. But we gotta seal it before the CO2 also does the same. So let's P9 that, get that going. Let's get the... What they need is... showers. Yeah, they're gonna need showers. We can deconstruct the compost, deconstruct these outposts, so that we can start building the rest of them. Um, now that we have the whole you know system going, we don't need them wasting time plumbing the outhouses. Let's do that. Yo, y'all are really struggling here, huh? We need to open this gap up, I guess, to make sure that they have a bit more O2. Carbon dioxide, chlorine. Yeah, they gotta just hold their breath through this. Bit unfortunate, guys, but it's what it is. All right, let's keep going. We're almost there. We're almost there. I wanna know what this biobot, this biobot does. So curious. All right, let's see. Grooming station. Ah, we finally got it. Okay. How much space do I need for this? So which one's first? Grooming, shearing. So I remember that I have to drop off the critter. So there's like a critter drop off after we get the wrangling stuff. And then there's a feeding thing, right? There's a feeding. Oh, there we go. Critter drop off. Okay, so we drop off the critter all the way here, maybe, or some in the middle or something. And then the critter feeder. So we drop off, and then there's a feeder like, I don't know, here maybe. Or wait, no, hang on a second. We gotta check if the grooming station needs power, right? You don't. Farm? Sorry, shearing? You need power. Okay. Maybe I keep this all the way here. Grooming station there. So what's the difference? Happy, healthy critter. Shear. Okay, this is what we want to do. We want to get their wool, right? So that makes sense. Let's get the feeder there, and let's get the critter drop off there. I mean, it's fine. The positioning doesn't really matter, right? I don't think so. Oh, there we go. We gotta seal this one off. This is a real high priority seal. That's gold amalgam, right? Okay, can we like P9 this? Just to make sure that we get as much of the gold amalgam as we can. Because we really do need to refine these. How much of gold do I have now? Copper. I have 500 kilos of copper. Like the refined one. So I don't necessarily need this. Insufficient coal. Oh yes, we do have insufficient coal. I think it's time to start to get this thing going. Otherwise, without the power, none of this is gonna actually work. Is this still in the water? I think it is. More or less. We need to get another pitcher pump. Wait, do we need a pitcher pump? Do we need a pitcher pump? For what? For a computer, maybe? You consume dirt. Do you need water? No. How about the super? You need water. But there's no way to actually pump water into this, right? Yeah, you just need people to deliver water to you, so you need a pitcher pump for that. And that one's already working well. So I'm just gonna move the pitcher pump into here just for the computer. Let's deconstruct that lost. Deconstruct that. Let's get a priority 7 on the deconstructs. Let's get the pitcher pump. I want to get it just somewhere like there, like so. This is a bit too high. I don't think it'll reach the water. Here would be just nice. The ladder's in the way. So let me just start reconstructing this. Then we'll pop the pitcher pump in there if we remember. Okay, the door is open. The door is open. Okay, now what? A discarded journal inside remains mostly intact. I scan the pages of use. Okay, sure. Let's see. Gravitas has been growing pretty rapidly since our first product hit the market. I just got to look at some of the new hires. They're practically babies, not quite what I was expecting. But then I never had the opportunity to mentor someone before. It could be fun. So this is a journal of someone who's mentoring people. Gravitas. Okay. How do I empty this? Okay, empty it. Rummage. Rummage. Inspect. Another entry. Hello, Mr. Cross from Dr. Jones. The laws of thermodynamics. I was just emailing you after our little chat today to pass along something you might like to read. I think you'll find it super useful in your research. First law, energy can either be created or destroyed, only change forms. Right, okay, these are the basics of thermodynamics, sure. Entropy is in an isolated system that is not in equilibrium tends to increase over time, approaching the maximum value at equilibrium. Third law, entropy in a system approaches a constant minimum as temperature approaches absolute zero. If two thermodynamic systems are in thermal equilibrium with a third, then they are in thermal equilibrium with each other. If it's too complicated, come by the chat. Yeah, okay, that's fine. All that is good. So now we just need someone who is good at medical care skill. Office plant. Yeah, we can just reuse this thing. There's just a lot of polluted stuff in here. Doesn't look like we can deconstruct these. It's only demolish as an option. Yeah. This water is gonna get mixed. It's a bit unfortunate. We're losing a little bit of clean water here. Yeah. I don't know how I feel about that. We'll wait and see. Alright, they've at least done this. So let's get the lavatories in there. Let's get another shower in there. That'll be perfect. We'll be done with this. Should I put something like a sweepy in here or something, just to keep the floor clean? I don't know. The polluted water is actually there because of the previous toilets, right? So it shouldn't be there after we sweep this place up. It should be generally clean. I don't think there's anything else that it dumps. You're mopping? Okay, I think you're mopping. What is that? What do you rummage for? Sporokid seed. Sporokid? A poisonous plant? Sporkids take advantage of their flowers' attractiveness to lure unsuspecting victims into clouds of parasitic zombie spores. This reminds me of the zombie ants. They're a rare form of holoparasitic plant which finds mammalian hosts to infect rather than the usual plant species. The zombie spore was originally designed for medicinal purposes, but its sedative properties were never refined to the point of usefulness. Eerily alluring appearance to mask the fact that they host a particularly nasty strain of brain fungus. Now why would I... Medicinal purposes, okay. That's terrifying, but super cool at the same time. Let's store that somewhere safe so that we don't accidentally lose it. Maybe it has some additional value that we just haven't figured out yet. Is the dirt spreading there? Polluted water. Actually, it's not very dirty. It's just it's not infected. It's just polluted. You can clean it up. That's fine. So what are we researching? Okay, animal control. Sure. Fish. We don't need to worry about the fishes for now. Did we manage to get the critter that was in there? I think we wrangled it. Yeah? I think you're tied up or something, right? Are you tied up? I can't see it. I think it's dying. Is it dying? This mood is satisfied. It's trust. It's trust. Okay, it's tied up. Okay. Alright, thank God it gave me that indicator. Alright, let's tile this place up. Let's go for that. It's high priority. What else do we have here? Okay, we got this done. Let's get the pump in there or there. That way if the water goes down, it's not so bad. Seems to reach, for now at least. I don't know. They should be able to hop that distance, right? I think they can. Anyway, doesn't really matter if they walk in water a little bit. They gotta just learn to deal with it a little bit. These guys are still sweeping it. You are dumping water. You need to dump polluted water. You're not ready yet. These are not cleaned up. This place is kind of dirty, guys. You gotta clean it up. Why are you all chilling? Are you relaxing? Okay. Dupe skills? What do we have? Ruby's got super hard digging. That's fantastic. It's one of our earliest dupes. Let's see what we opened up here. Nothing special, I guess. Okay. We seem to be okay. Ruby's our veteran. He's been around for the full width of the game. So it makes sense that he's our super hard digger. 1.1 cycles for the next dupe. Very nice. How does the decor do here? F8 is decor. Okay. Oh, it's your outfits that suck? Okay. You make bad decor? Really? Anyway, the computers seem to be improving decor. So the decor in here will improve when the bath, when the showers are built. Is that the way it works? The sinks also help with decor a little bit. This place just is a decor shithole, so we should keep people out as much as possible from there. What is that? A wire? Okay. So these balm lilies are pretty much not gonna do very well. This one's still growing okay. You know? It's still growing okay. It's like enough chlorine in there for it to manage itself. And I think that chlorine should be helping us get rid of some of the infection of the oxygen, the polluted oxygen. All right, we need to create a proper chlorine house in here just so we can get rid of all the dirt. And once this whole thing is set up and I can start pumping more chlorine in and out of these places, I need to start transporting chlorine actually. That'll be the next step, right? Because we don't have the ability to transport chlorine yet. So now that we've done with animal control, we don't need gourmet meals. These things need like gas, like petroleum gas, which I don't have yet. So I'm just going to skip past all of these. We do need the power generators, the transformers eventually. For now, this is fine. But what I need is solid management. That's fine. Artificial friend, CP, hammer. Okay, pathogen diagnostics. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. We're okay. All right. So now it's all about this: the ore scrubbers, the converts rust. Huh? We don't have rust yet. The electrolyzer is great for the hydrogen gen. We don't need that yet. We got liquid tuning. Liquids and other inputs in fluid compounds. It combines them, huh? Ooh, interesting. All right, we need to transport gas. So it's portable gas, and it's unfortunately not in any branch. So I just gotta do it separately. It's also accessible quite early, which, kind of makes sense. We need to get the textile looms for the duplicants to get new clothes. But before we get the textile looms, we need to start getting these Drecos all, like ranched out so that they can start producing what we need them to. And these things need hydrogen gas, so I don't mind actually getting the electrolyzer, was it? Yeah. Yeah, I don't mind getting this because we get oxygen and we get hydrogen and we can split it up for everything else. And for that to work, I need to use clean water actually, right? Do I need to use clean water? Actually not too sure about that. Anyway, we're almost done pumping the water out of this, so once that water is gone, I need to make sure these start to go. Right, these need to start working. We need to get that going, and all that going. Okay, what happened here? Actually, did they? Oh, they haven't rummaged this one? Do that, do that. Everyone else seems to be okay for now. Power seems to be okay. What's your overload? Okay, and it's caused by... Okay, so these two are not doing anything right now. Once I plug it in, they can actually start doing their thing. This is a shorter distance, right? Yeah, it's from the batteries as well. So that will take a bit more power. Oh, it's because of this. It's because of the diffuser. The power is a bit higher. We got two refrigerators. We can actually start shifting the food there. So let's deconstruct this. That way I can put two storage bins there. And then I can move everything to the refrigerators. Let's see. Let's do a P8 for these just to make sure the food doesn't go bad. Rock crusher. We don't use this so often. Let's see. How's our... How much of copper? So we have 2 tons of copper. And that's okay. How much of gold amalgam? No, we need these specifically to build all the heat resistant stuff, so let's not disturb that. Do I need more? Do I need to get more, make more copper now? If I make like 5 more, I lose like 10% of this. Yeah, let's just do that, and then I'm going to disable the rock crusher, just so that we can save energy. Right, looks like we got the portable gas. Very nice. Do we want to use gas distribution? I think we do need to empty the gas. Otherwise, how do they... Oh, this drains into pipes. Okay, I just need to empty them. I don't need to drain into pipes. So then that's fine. I don't need that. Right? Yeah, I think so. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Then do I just go back to this? Solid fuel? Guess so. I guess so. Nothing else here for now. Yeah. Then let's just do that. Alright, sweet. We seem to be okay so far. We have cycled 30, and we have made quite a significant amount of progress. I think so. I'm not really sure, actually, to be honest with you guys. As I said, this game has evolved quite a bit. Back then, making it to cycle 30 was like the biggest thing. Like, even seeing double digits was crazy at first. But now I think we are a little bit... like the game cares a bit more for the player, so it's not so bad. Oxygen mask checkpoints. Okay, we got critter sensors as well. That's very nice. So what we needed was this gas canister filler. All right, for manual transport, and then emptier. Okay. But we still gotta pump it into the filler, right? But at least it's a shorter trip. I don't need to pipe it all the way. That's the difference. For here, I can make an exception, but there's a lot of chlorine here. I can just pump it into this polluted area and see what happens. That will also be an okay decision. There's more chlorine here. So I gotta start building mini pumps everywhere. Yeah, okay, he's okay. He's just struggling to get through the water. God damn, Eddie. Eddie's super slow. This is our strongman, Eddie. Super slow, Eddie. Eddie, you gotta bring that speed up a bit. Story trait, Biobot builder. Our restoration work is complete. A small plague on this building's mechanical assembly tank reads pathogen-fueled extravehicular geo-exploratory guidebot. What? Adjacent tank contains the floating shape of a half-formed organism. Its vivid colors reminds me of a poisonous amphibians that we eradicated from our home planet's jungles. A tattered transcript printout was recovered. Okay. First encounter. Meet Peggy. Okay. A small plague on this building's mechanical assembly reads pathogen-fueled extravehicular geo. Okay. The adjacent tank contains a floating. Okay. Half-shaped organism. Fine. Encryption level 3. Knock knock, who goes there? I never laughed at that stinker. What if, hey squishy little guy, look who's all grown up. Ready for a big robot ride? Dr. Said Ali should be back from his meeting any minute. He's so happy to see you. Oh yeah, I've been impatient too. You know what? Why don't I go ahead and get you into your new home? I helped him do this more than a dozen times. See one, do one, teach one, right? And the log ends. So what do you do? Insufficient resources. Zombie spores. What kind of mad scientist experiments going on in this? So they're using zombie spores to control the creature who is supposedly some kind of wild plant or animal, some kind of organism. And by using the spores, they can do mind control with this thing and turn it into a useful robot, I guess. Damn, that's I mean, okay, I guess, right? I guess. Let's get Ashkin a suit, because my man's always out and about. It's a bit of drywall there. We can deconstruct that as well. These are all drywalls, right? Who else? Catalina. Sure, I think some of you deserve suits. Yeah. So if I just deconstruct like that, I should get some materials. So insert a gas pipe. What gas do you need? Do you need the spores? Oh, okay. So I need to pump in the zombie spores, and I need to use the steel to craft the biomechanical machine. And so steel is something that I need super high heat to produce. Iron, carbon, lime. And I get steel. Wow, okay. That's pretty advanced stuff. That's going to take us a while. I don't think we're anywhere close to doing those. There's just so many stages that I gotta get through before I can do that comfortably. How's our O2 production at this point? Still in the negatives. Still in the negatives. Waiting for algae delivery, so I think the only way is to prioritize these and these. Let's get that done. Let's prior 7 these. Oh, we got someone? Who do we have? I need a doctor. You can't do cooking, that's fine. You good at decorating? Your Ada's okay. Ada's fine. Ada's not a big problem here. So the thing is, like, we have 2 for digging, construction, 2 for farming. 1 research, 1 carrying, 2 tidying. You can actually go to full pyrotechnics, huh? Okay. Why do you need pyrotechnics to do tidying? What the hell? That's interesting. Critter ranching. Oh, Wild West. Super hot digging. Yeah, you got the cap on. You are here. Super duper hot digging. There we go. You're all pretty much set. Demolition. Astronomy. And you are at improved carrying too. That's a very cool hat. That's actually honestly a very cool hat. But now I have a problem here. None of these are good. They all suck. I really need someone who's good in medicine or something. That way I can work on those things. But I don't mind getting someone who's good in construction either. You can also do a bit of decor. You get some attribute bonuses from time to time. Your stats are pretty good. Compared to these two, your stats are just better. Should I get just another person who's good at construction? I do need stuff built. Yeah, we'll do that. I think that's the right choice here. Okay, fine. Tidying. Your strength is okay, I see. That's why you're good at tidying, huh? So how do I I see, okay, fine. I mean, this is the best, I guess, right? So building is the highest priority, followed by everything else. Because you're good at all of these things, you might as well just do them. I mean, I could leave them unassigned too, and I think she should be okay. Just because Ada's skills are pretty interesting. But she's getting the bonus because of the meteor shower, I think. That seems to be the case, right? Um, how do I see if you're getting the bonus? I don't know. You gotta show up for me to know that. Right, fine. Let's see. Skills, Ada, construction. Let's get your improved construction going. That way she can start helping out with the building. Yeah, you need a bunch of things constructed anyway. That's good. That's good. She will help us. We should be okay. Yeah. All right. We finally managed to deconstruct this place and clean it up. God damn, that took literally forever. But we do need to sweep a lot of things here. There's still a lot of sweeping, mopping, all these cleaning stuff to do. Not on the floor, so you can't do that. I can build my next floor actually. I can. Yep. Totally can do that. Should I open up this one? There's hydrogen in there, nothing else. Should be okay opening it up. What shall we do down here? We can think of the mushroom farm. We can start getting some CO2 from here down there. Or we can just build a mushroom farm in here, to be honest. I can move the algae terrarium somewhere else. Just because they produce polluted oxygen and that's not very fun. But I haven't found the mushrooms. Like, where would I find... Oh, there we go. There's one there. Dust cap. Okay. Yeah, I need to get this one. I need to get the dust cap. Cap. Dusk? Mush? Room. No. No, I need dust caps. Okay, in that case, I need to convert these tiles into the farming tiles, right? Just regular farm tiles. I think that should work, logically. Let's just see how that happens. I don't have to prioritize that. That's fine as it is. We'll leave it be. Yeah, I'm super curious about the biobot now. I really want to build it, but it's going to take so much effort just to get all the materials I need. Like, this is one of the unfortunate things about certain games where you get the task way before you get the materials you need to solve it. And there's not really much you can get about it. I mean, you can do about it. It's just the way it is, right? We can actually also prioritize the ranch and get that going because we need to get the wool and all the materials for it. Let's get that done. We got the tapidizer in there. We got the generator. We need to sort this whole bit out so that we can get that pumping. We got the wall there, so I think that means that we can slowly start to move in here and get this format working in our favor. Just gonna pop like little tiles here just to remember myself of the spacings. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it doesn't matter if it's a bit uneven. We can figure that out later. We're almost done pumping the water out of this. We are building the lavatories. Finally, congratulations. You guys can all take a shit at the same time right now. That's fantastic. How is the powers? Doing well. Oh, power's way in the overload, huh? Right, let's see. Do we have an assignment? No, we do not. I'm going to disable this building just to reduce the overload so that we can get the other stuff going. What else would be causing the overload? These two, the gas pump and the gas filter that just got working. And you are filtering oxygen, aren't you? Okay. Why did I forget that? I don't know. Something happened along the way and I forgot it. Alright. Let's check the... Ooh, what the hell is this? Materials. Oh, okay, okay. That's kind of scary. Lighting is doing fine. So, the Bluff Briar is here. Critters to view, especially beautiful. That's fine. But what about Bristle Blossom? Are you benefiting from the Bluff Briar? So you need to start decomposing, right, for them to benefit? Right. So not yet, I guess. Calorie generation, calories, we're fine. We went from 77,000 to down to 70,000, but that's more than enough for us. We are producing more oxygen now, and that's huge. That means we're okay, right? We're doing okay. The gas is over pressurized for now, but once you start pumping this O2 out, we should be okay. It will depressurize the whole thing. Wait, are you not? Your pipe is blocked because you're over pressurized? Is that the way it works? Your pipe is blocked because you're over pressurized. So if I build a high pressure one, then I solve that problem. But to do that, I need plastic, which I don't have. How do I make you not over pressurized? Yeah. These things need to start consuming the carbon dioxide more frequently. That would be the best solution. Yes. So I don't do that. Instead, I get them a high priority so that they consume more of the CO2. Getting our second liquid pump, and it is pumping. And what we do first is we disable you so that we focus on, let this one start doing its work first. Getting more polluted water in there, we don't need this just yet. We need to get a lot more polluted water before we start working on this. I do believe we should have enough to get the gold amalgam pump. Right, that's what we need here. And we can ride that through an insulated pipe all the way up here. And that will, so we get rid of the disease, and then we get rid of the polluted water, and then we can pump you back as regular water. Right. At least for the plants, and that way I can disconnect this one later. Is there a liquid switch? Liquid shut off. Connect to automation. What if I want to do it, you know, like a regular switch? I don't need automation for this. I guess I can't. I could set up automation such that, like, if there's not enough water from here, then take the water from here. I could do that, but I don't need to. I just want the polluted water to be used for the plants. That'll be good enough. Alright, let's just empty that one first, and then we should be able to focus on the rest of it. Whoa, holy crap. That looks amazing. I don't know what it does. We'll get to it eventually. Telescope. Okay, I see. Those stuff want us to just leave the surface of this planet. Oh, there's another hidden spot here. Reese wart. There's a cooling effect. Let's see what else. Um. Okay, all right. My wife's just checking on the kid. He's good. Just playing. So are we actually. Alright, we need power for a few of these things. Let's see, which one's shorter? This is shorter path. Let's just do that. We don't have this mesh tile going yet. Let's get a high priority for that because we need the hand sanitizer, which is very important for this area. And that way I can seal this door off. Because we don't need anyone going through this way. We don't need it. So I can seal it off, make sure they go through this way and keep their hands sanitized. That will reduce some of the dirt when they go in there to pick stuff up. I hope that works. I mean, in theory, you know, it's one of these games where it's like, you can plan for all of this, but that shit just hits the fan. I really want to get this water in here. Right now they're dumping it through the bottle emptier and it's taking forever. It's too much liquid there. I need to pull a wire super far if I want to get that going. How's the coal gen? We have another 600 kilos of coal. That is too little coal to do the amount that we want. We really need to get this natural gas gen going. We are gradually working on these. There we go. So we are gradually working on these. I think I can start to P7 this. And P7 all of that. All of that. And let's see. They are actually working on it. It's kind of cool. You're okay, buddy. Just don't scare me, man. Like, seriously. It's not fun when you scare me. The critter drop-offs have been checked. They have shifted the food from here to the refrigerator, which is very nice. I'm going to build 2 more storage bins there. 1 more there, sure. Do I want to create a floor just for more storage? I could do one here. I could also build a... Actually, since I'm doing the mushroom farm here... Or should I just keep this for terrariums and just shift the mushroom farm down here? Because the way the CO2 works is it's the heaviest air, like form of air here. And so it's going to go down anyway, and I could just use that space. But I have a feeling this room works fine, like this power plant works fine. So I can still do my mushroom farm just below here, and that should soak up a lot more of the CO2. That allows the air pressure to work a little bit better. You see, it's actually pumping oxygen right now. It's doing it. And that's, you see how much of oxygen we've produced all of a sudden? That's insane. Our O2 generation is actually doing really good right now. And yeah. So algae terrarium right now is actually really important. It's a lot more important than the mushrooms because food is not really a problem, right? So what I'm going to do instead is I think I'm just going to go with full algae terrariums here. And that way they can focus on other stuff, right? That way, should I put another door here then? Because otherwise they got to go through this ladder and that slows down, makes it commute a lot longer. I think I can. I can do another manual airlock there. Yeah. We do another manual airlock there. And we can deconstruct this door. And let them use this entrance to do the tuning. And then this one. Okay, this is high priority. Let's put the manual. Let's put a... If we can go mechanized for this, it'll speed things up, but that's going to consume a bit more power. We don't want to overload this line too much. I'm going to take the risk and just go for the airlock there. right? And we can deconstruct this one. Just wall it off. This guy's doing it really fast here. Here we go. Yeah, let's do that. It's not so bad right now. I think that works a little bit better structure-wise. They can go in and out of this. Just get the algae terrariums filled up with algae, basically, right? It's just that. Alright, cool. What are we at? Cycle 33, a nice number. Let's see what we're getting. We got dupe skills. Ooh, damn, you guys got intelligent. Exosuit training. How's your athletics? You're actually not bad. Damn, you're actually not bad. Hmm. Yeah. Oh, damn, your visor is getting cooler and cooler, Andy. Jean's got super hard digging. Super duper hard digging. Lyra's got, what's she good at? Husbandry is 5. Okay, we actually need... I'm on for farm station usage, so I'm gonna put you in this, because we got Crocodile Dundee, Steve Irwin doing the critter ranching anyway. So you do crop tending, that's better. That way, now we can finally utilize this this machine, farm station, and that will help produce micronutrient fertilizer. Yeah. So now we only don't have an engineering, right? Wait, is this outside of a power plant? Are you though? Oh. Oh, it's because of the door. It's because of the door. Stuff is escaping out of this. I don't like that. It's whatever. It's not so bad. It's whatever. I think we need more airflow tiles just to make sure this place works a bit better, but they're so expensive. One more there. Whatever. Just to get the CO2 down and the O2 up. Yeah. Just sleeping through this, man. Look at the amount of CO2 that's leaking out of this. I don't like that. Anyway, they will eventually deposit down here, and then we can probably use it. Give me a skill that I don't have. That is super tempting. Just because I need it, right? Yeah. Yeah, I definitely need the gold amalgam. That's super tempting. 2 tons of gold amalgam is huge. That's a game changer. But this dude's got 13 stat points. 8 for agriculture. We don't need that. We've solved that problem. We do need someone for machinery, right? Because we don't have the engineering skill. The engineering skill is here. Yeah. So that's machinery. Who has the most machinery? When you're not doing research, what do I want you to do? You got good athletics. You suck at construction. Supplying things might be useful. That way you can get rocket piloting. Yeah, we do this. That'll be useful to learn. But going back to operating and tinkering. So let's see. You have 3 machinery. You suck. You're good. Ruby's good. So is the rock. The rock's already pumped full of this, so he can actually go into tinkering. And Ruby also can go to tinkering. You're a 4, and you're a 3. So do I need the 5? You have an 8 agriculture. I don't need that. You have cuisine. You can't do construction, and you eat more food, so I don't really need you. I'm going to take the gold amalgam. Holy shit. It's very rarely that I reject dupes for materials, but I think this is the time when I should. Gold amalgam is really important for us. It's helping us to handle all of the heat generation from all of these materials. And I can see it emitting finally gas. So what is the temperature? It's actually not that hot at all. Yeah, it's not hot at all. Holy crap. Okay. All right. Okay. We need power to reach from here to here. Will the wiring get damaged from the heat? Oh, 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 oh. Oh, shit. 50. Shit, 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 shit. The wire is gonna get damaged from the heat. I didn't think about that. Oh, man. Right, at least I remembered. At least I remembered. That much. At least that much. And let's use gold amalgam to connect these two. And what happens if I just override that? I think that's okay. I can do that, right? I think so. I hope so. I hope I'm right. We'll see. What else we got? We got cycle 34. I think we're okay so far. Yeah. We've been going at it for about an hour and 40, which is, it's a lot more time for us to spend. We can just keep going. What is that? An eggshell. What hatched? Is something out there? Did something hatch past us and we didn't see it or something? Okay. All. Just dump them. Food and feeder. Why haven't we done this? How are you not wrangled? I thought I wrangled you before. Did you like unwrangle yourself or something? No, this thing's still in the wall. So the Wrangler just didn't do shit. Steve Irwin's not been doing his job. Come on, Steve. Come on, Steve. Don't do this to me, man. Okay, come on. You're okay. Woo! That's totally unbreathable. The amount of CO2's in there. I could actually open up another airflow here, actually, to get this CO2 up here. That will be interesting, just to clean this place up. I could totally do that. Oh man, gold amalgam? Really? No, I want copper. There we go. What are you made out of? Copper, okay. I hope I didn't accidentally construct anything with gold amalgam. I hope so. Can't remember if I might have. So how's the power here? Okay, we are severely taking an overload. Caused by you maybe? What could it be? What is causing the sudden overload? I thought you were okay all the while. It's these two things maybe? And I guess this. Didn't I turn you off? So is it like, doesn't matter if I turn it off? No, you see, its current load is only 908. So it's okay. It's only the potential load that I gotta be wary of. So it's actually not causing any damage, is it? I know the potential load is high, but I don't think we are actually triggering that, so we should be okay. Yeah, you copy. Zup, that'll do. You are okay. Is the critter being moved? Yes, the critter's there. We got the ranch going, guys. Holy shit, we got the stable. Room size is 94, maximum is 96. That's a perfect size for a stable. Do I need a second floor? Do I want a second floor? Does it benefit me? I don't know if it benefits me to have a second floor for this. But right now it doesn't matter, so they're not deconstructing that. It's way too low priority. Medical bay is available if we have a doctor. Research complete. Cycle 34. Long commutes. Okay. What else? Calorie generation. Okay. Oh, I saw someone getting stressed. Who was that? Beds. Beds. We got 911 beds. Perfect. All the more reason for everything to fall apart. So we have 11 dupes. We need 2 more beds. We can do that. I can build another room just across here. I don't think the water cooler is actually helping anyone. So maybe I shift it to somewhere more. Uh, is it okay to have a water cooler just anywhere? It improves morale. Considered a recreational building, so I don't need it. Yeah, I don't need it. Let's get the furniture beds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I think that's a yeah, okay, that's a wall. Okay, it's gotta be a wall. So the door there. Yeah, it's priority 6. Just these 2 beds. Actually, priority 7. I need them to rest. Don't want my dupes getting destroyed from just not resting. Hey, bath time is working. Very cool. I don't know if all of them get a chance to get their showers in, if I put it that way. You got rocketry? Whoa, whoa, what the hell? Was that the sound of them learning something? Missing research station? Or you mean like I'm just not researching something? Is that what you're saying? Alright, we made it all the way to... Whoa, what is that? Interstellar research. Wait. Virtual planetarium? Where is that? So there's another research station, huh? Called the Virtual Planetarium? This one? Oh. Oh, I actually didn't read that through, huh? Consumes data from research modules. What does that mean? Per space mission. Oh, interesting. So they gotta go on a rocket mission for this, huh? Give me a sec. Okay. Right, so this would be super cool, except we won't have research points to do anything about it. Right, so in that case, I'm just going to ignore that and try to complete the rest of this research because our research is doing really well. Like, I think we're doing okay here. Creature comforts. Damn, that's so cute. A water fort. That's super cute. I'm not sure if... So gas range. So gas range. Okay. How do I gas range? Okay. What gas? Natural gas? Power? Wait, you just need natural gas, not like petroleum gas. So we can do gas cooking really easily. Oil well, polymer press. Yeah, these all need petroleum. But I can do this. Yeah, we'll just go this path, sure. Yeah, natural gas is not a problem at all for us, so we just need to either shift our kitchen, which is not much, right? We can totally shift this, it's not much. What does this do? No spice selected. Grilling 2 skill. Oh, so you really need to cook for this. A good one. My bad. I didn't mean to press that. Okay, there we go. 0 is the yellow alert. Sometimes you flip the switch before it's actually needed. Okay, alright. Yikes, yikes. You okay, you okay, you okay. Jeez, this game likes to give me a heart attack from time to time. It's going about the day and then suddenly ding, ding. Yeah, it's a bit much. Come on, guys, you can do this. It's not that problematic, is it? Is it because of this? Oh my goodness. It's because of the walls. The walls stop them, guys. See that? Yep. Okay. That solves everything. Now they can do that whole thing. The walls stop them. Dude, I can plant this. Imagine planting it in the bedroom, then absolutely destroying myself. So I gotta create a room where I can plant this and harvest the spores alone to pump it into this, right? And I gotta make sure this is sealed up and not in anyone's vicinity, otherwise everyone dies. Right, so am I able to just do it in here? Because I just gotta pump it into this. I don't need to do too much here. Do you even need power? You don't need power. Oh, but I need power to pump it in, so that's also that. So I could actually just use this space if I plan it properly to create like a section where maybe like here or here, just below it. Just below it seems a bit safer. Yeah, so I could do that for... Alright, so this has to be super, super sealed. Because if anything goes wrong here, you're gonna have a bunch of zombies. And that kind of creeps me out, not gonna lie. That sounds terrifying. Right? So I'm gonna just plant the dude like here. And then we just pump it through this. Nah, just use a pump. And then gas pipe it through here to here. And what do you output? What do you output? I don't know what it outputs, but it has an output, so... I guess you can just output there, right? Does it block the plant? Maybe here? Yeah, then so you just create this space. Then we build the evil plant that destroys the world. And then we just gotta make sure we wall that off as well. Okay, alright. We can do this. We can do this. It just sounds creepy as hell, but we can do it. Evil zombie experimentations, huh? Yo, there's just spores everywhere at this point. Floral scent. Is it bad though? It's allergens, huh? Who's stressed? Andy? Why Andy? What's up with you? Not anymore, I guess. So let's not accidentally put that there. Improves ambient decor. So how are you better than this? Your temperature is, you can resist higher temperatures, and you can breathe in more different gases. Okay. Sure. Just gonna put mirth leaves in their room. Just gonna remove this one. You still gotta go through there, huh? Alright. Let's see the room bonuses. So the room bonuses seem to be doing well, all of these areas. It does slow down our commutes by a bit, but we don't really have a choice. This is almost done. That's really good. Right, now we just gotta get the power to start this, and we should be okay. So let's just do a manual gen, maybe? Can I put a critter on the generator? That'll be hilarious. Get the critters to run the generator for me. Man, that'll be diabolical and hilarious at the same time. Uh, yeah, I need to do that. Okay, sanitizer is actually working, I think. I just gotta turn this off. I gotta lock this. Then we should be okay. That way we reduce the infection from spreading because this place is filled with polluted oxygen. Damn. It's dirty as hell. Liquid, polluted water. Dump that there. This one's still pumping. Everything's going smoothly. Let's open up these spaces so the water gets pumped correctly. Let's do that. Let's do this. No, actually, let's just do 8 for these. These are all important stuff. Get the CO2 going in here. What do we get? Oil well. And we got a polymer press, which works well with the plastic monomers, which we need petroleum for. I wonder how close we are to the bottom. If we keep digging, I think we should be able to find what we need. Morb. Man, the thing about morb is they excrete polluted oxygen, so I gotta keep them. The cool thing is that it doesn't seem like they consume anything to do this. So just having a morb farm means we actually have infinite oxygen, it's just that it's polluted, right? Yeah. We also got to run a few deodorizers in here. One is definitely not enough. We got to run a few more. Let's see, how's the power going there? Maybe I create a row of deodorizers here or something. That might work, right? Technically. I could just do it here for the time being. It's also plausible. You need batteries, don't you? You need batteries. Smart. Let's see. So your capacity is 20, yours is 40. You leak 2 kilojoules per cycle. You leak only 400 joules. You're just more efficient. Overheat temperature is about the same, but you require copper. You're fine with ores. Right. You don't have enough ore, so if I build you, I'll build you with gold amalgam. I need more copper. There we go. I think I need to do this one. Okay, let's run a ladder up through there. Open up this space. Start digging these copper. This is priority 7. That. How does this work? 16. So 18. Okay. So it's actually wrong. Setup's actually wrong. It's up to here, I think. Okay, that's 18. Okay. So I run the ladder actually through here. Then I'm gonna do that, 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 that. Mm, okay. Let's get this whole thing dug out. All right. We do have copper here actually. Um, yeah, I can sweep those up. Get the digging going here. Should be okay. You just need some of those coppers in hand to actually trigger the what do you call this, construction function. Nice, we got some earth leaves that will help out with the decor. I think it's F8, is it? Yeah, okay, that's cool. Oh, the suit's really helping. Okie dokie, very cool. Hey, the video's got 69 views, giggity. So how do we go down from here now? Did we just cut through this? Get the morb? Where do I dump the morb? So I should dump the morb in here, ideally. Does it drown though? Not very sure whether it dumps it down some morb. It could. Mm, okay, just give me a sec. Okie dokie. Now let's see. How's the power gonna be here now? It says potential is 1.7. That's absolutely fine. But the battery is the only thing that we gotta sort out. So it's either the smart batteries or it's the heavy duty battery, jumbo batteries. I don't mind just using the jumbos. There we go. We got the copper already. We can just use the jumbos here. The jumbo batteries actually emit quite a bit of heat, but nothing else. Nothing is lost. Yeah, so I don't mind just plugging the jumbo batteries down here, or here. I can only get one in a nice sweet spot. Mm, should I just put them in between somewhere temporarily? Then we sort them out later. That's also an option. Mm, I just need them to be in a decent spot. Here? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's just do that. Let's get the power going. Alright, cool. And that's good. Um, okay, let's see. What else do we have going on? Oh, shit! The water. Hmm. Can we catch this? We can if we put a tile here. right? I think that's the safest bet. So we gotta do that. Okay, we gotta do this. Just to stop this water from overflowing. They're all sleeping though. Holy shit. Come on, it's you, Steve Irwin. You got this. Wait, no what? Steve Irwin? Damn it, you gotta wait for daytime. Ah, that's fine, let them just do it. Catch the water. There we go, we're okay. Okay, cool. We caught the water. Oh man, we managed to salvage the situation, but barely. And we got a new Duke showing up at the same time. Whoa, that was close. Okay, how's our copper? We got 5 tons of copper at this point. I don't want to add another 2 tons. We're okay. We finally got an excellent cook. This is Gordon Ramsay level cooking. Probably better actually. There's many cooks that are likely better than Ramsay here. You can't do medicine. You can't do machinery. Your strength sucks. I don't care about any of those. I just need the best cook in the world. And I have you. What shall we call him? What does he look like cook-wise? He does look like a Gordon, doesn't he? Actually, I'll take it back. He has the Gordon haircut. I think Gordon is perfect. Yeah, I think this might be it. Alright, Gordon. Let's do this. Grilling. You're our cook. Okay, he's got a cook hat. Very cute. Eddie's got the tidying plumbing. There we go. And yeah. Right. Oh, give me a sec. I think they're okay there, actually. Da-da-da. Alright, we managed to get the mini liquid pump, which is probably useful when we get plastic, I think. Right, need plastics. And the mini gas pump as well. Again, we can't really utilize this, but it's fine, we'll just have them. More important is the gourmet meal preps, which is what we're looking for. So let's just stop there actually. We don't need the rack flow. The water is all coming out of that, that's okay. We got all the copper we need, which is more important. Now we just need to get this water across from here to here, and I think we can totally do that. Let's see. Let's just get a pump there, and let's get a pipe going like so. And let's get power. Yeah, that way we can. This is still disabled, right? So we don't need it. Just priority 8 this. Get the water pumping. We can use this water right away. Just dig that out. Gotta just clean this place up a little bit. Unfortunately, damn! Look at Eddie. Look how slow Eddie Hall is. Look at that. It's a strongman for you. Alright, we finally are seeing some signs of stress, but the area is opening up pretty well and the oxygen is doing okay. So oxygen is included at this point, which is very nice. 16 is here, so it stops here, okay. This is correct, I think. Yeah. Let's do P7. I think this medical bay is going to come important. Yeah, it's going to be useful for us. Gen is idle. The is this whole thing connected? It is. So everything's good. Now we just need someone to do this. And then we can see what happens, right? Suffocating, huh? tell us what it is. So just don't drop the morb in here, but drop the morb in here maybe. Drop the morb in here. Just, if it generates polluted oxygen, we don't care. Does it even eat anything? Do you even eat anything? No, you don't. You're just immortal, basically, I think. Yeah, so that's fine. We'll do that. That way we can continue to get a ladder going down here. We are going a little bit to the east at this point. I still think there's more to explore in the west as well. This area is also quite clean and secure. This area is not so. I think we can stay at this level, get all the copper here. That will also be kind of nice. Right. Let's just dig that out. And we're starting to expand. We do have beds, everything's going well, all our dupes are taken care of. This is just a matter of time. Hey, another hatch is here. Catch it. No, that's Y. Wrangle is N. There we go. I think this we can eventually connect. So do we need this? No, deconstruct it. And then deconstruct these as well. Okay. Alright, I think we're good for now. It's been 2 hours and 12, and that should be awesome. We are almost approaching cycle 40, but I'm gonna have to call this an episode. Thanks so much for dropping by and watching. It has been super fun getting back into this game. It's been quite a while, and it's one of those games that I really like just coming back to play with my own ant farm, per se. Micromanage all these dupes and make sure all this shit is good. And then eventually get back. Oh shit, polluted oxygen coming through here. Okay, yeah, this is something that I did kind of expect, but just don't want it to mix with the water now. Anyway, we did manage to switch the CO2 there, so now I think it's a matter of switching the tiles back to prevent this. And if this deodorizer can work over time a little bit, I think we should be okay. Right. I think a CP might come in handy here. We need to think about it, how to get this polluted oxygen out, especially because this place is closed off. We might have to just open one of these airlocks and filter this through. Or of course, we can get a DO in here, just for this purpose, right? Get power attached to it, just to make sure that we get this one sorted. It's also doable, doesn't cost much. Research wise, we are okay. We can go to the large power transformer, and that's going to help us. Food is doing very well. We're actually producing a net positive in food, it seems. Yep, calorie generation is up, stress is down, and the oxygen is a little bit lower than what we would have liked, but I think it will pick up. And I see a lot of blue, so I'm assuming we should be okay. Critters are ending up where they should be. We do need to get helium in there in order for the Drekos to be able to produce... Sorry, hydrogen. In order for them to be able to produce the pincher plants and whatnot. So we could use a hydrogen gen and get the hydrogen in there and the O2 out. That also will... the electrolyzer. And that will also allow us to produce more O2. There we go, electrolyzer. So, yeah, I think I'll go for electrolyzer first. We have a bunch of generators running this. I can use this water, I could use this. And then pump it in there. Or carry it. We have a few options. But yeah, that'll be for this. And I'll see you guys in the next one. It's been amazing. Take care.